Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 40 of the Non-League to Legend Save. Let's catch you up with how we've been getting on. So the results from where we left you, we played the Man City and Swansea game. So played a game at home to Leeds, boring 0-0. Went away to Newcastle, played a strong side. They're not a bad side on this game either, and we beat them 2-0. Happy days. We then played them in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup, and as you can see, we played a completely rotated side, a weak side, I suppose you could say. It went extra time and penalties. Could have done without the extra time, but that doesn't bother me too much. We're out of the cup. I've never really put a strong side out in the Carabao Cup. I think it's because I'm an Arsenal fan and I do a bit of a Wenger, and the Carabao Cup is for my backups and my youngsters, etc. Liverpool, cracking game. We were 3-1 up and cruising. 3-2 makes it look a little bit closer than it actually was. We dominated them and beat them really well. Watford didn't stand a chance. They battered us. They really did. Their first goal was fortunate. It was an own goal from Bates. It came off the post, hit him in the back, and went in. We then went away and lost to Leicester as well. This was their new manager's first game in charge. Always going to be tough. And then we started some good form. Played Man United at home, and as you can see, a 90th minute winner. I mean, they were all over. I'm pretty sure they were all over us. I'm playing this the next day. Where are we? Uh, I mean, we had the majority of the possession, but the highlights wise, that really felt like they were fully in charge of the game, and we nicked it. To be honest, I was thinking we were going to get a draw out of it, and to nick it in the end was brilliant. Stoke away, we got them back for the first game of the season when they beat us 3-2. We went to their gaff and we beat them 3-1. West Ham away, another tough game. They've got some really good youngsters, that Perry Boyce being one of them. I think it's him anyway. Yeah, he's not a bad player, target man. He scored a big header against us. And then Watford in the FA Cup third round, we beat them 3-2, which was really nice. So we're through to the fourth round. But today we're going to bring you the Tottenham at home and Chelsea at home. So hopefully we can get good results there. And let's have a little look at the league table and how it stands. If I can get you the full table. So after 22 games, we sit fifth on 43 points. So we're already safe. Happy days. We've got a 7-point gap to sixth. And looking at Arsenal and Chelsea, I mean, don't get me wrong, they can catch us. There's still plenty of time, but they're not playing very well this season. So if we can keep our form up, then Europe is looking very likely, and we're still kind of with that chase and pack. I mean, not so much for first place, but certainly for the Champions League spots. So we've had a fantastic season. I think we've bought pretty well, and talking about that, we're now at the end of January. You've probably just seen this name pop up. Let's go through a couple of the transfers. So, in terms of outs, we did sell a couple of people. Where are we? Ludwig Augustinsson, he wanted out for a while. We just wanted to get rid of him. He was moaning because he was never getting in. He wasn't even getting in when we were in the Championship. So he goes to Stoke for 5 million. And Angel Zaldivar went to Sassuolo for 2.4 million. Gets rid of him. He's 29 years old. He was never any good as a striker, as an inside forward, as a winger. Couldn't do anything. And then possibly the most annoying one, Jan Valery. His contract was running out at the end of this season. He wouldn't sign a new one. Arsenal were interested in him, so we shipped him off, and it was relatively cheap, 13.5 million, rising to 16.25 million. And in response to that one, because we needed a right back, this is the first one I'm going to show you. It's just a loan, but William, I don't really know much about him, to be honest, but we got him on loan from Arsenal until the end of the season. It's a relatively expensive loan, but he looks like a decent player. He's someone that can come straight back in. He's got good crossing, etc. He can do a job. And then we bought a few youngsters. I mean, we got this Marian Novak. He cost us £1 million, I think. I was kind of panicking about right backs, and I wanted someone that was nearly ready. 2.5 star now. It did say he had 5 star potential before he came to the team, but I mean that doesn't matter too much. Uh, Gary Worthington. This one I was quite surprised about. I mean, 4.5 true 4.5 star potential. I'm pretty sure. I thought I'm pretty sure when I did sign him, he was down as a wonder kid. But anyway, this guy cost me like 3 million from West Brom. I don't think we can go wrong with this kind of signing, especially if he realises that potential. This one was before I found Gary Worthington, Santiago Tedeschi, but he's a little bit more first team ready. 3.5 star current, 4 star potential ability, right winger, all because we want to kind of get rid of Trezeguet. He's our club captain, but he's 29, 30, and yeah, it's time for him to leave the club. And I made this one because our backup left back is not great, and our starting left back is prone to a few mistakes. So I thought Luke Shaw, 13.75 million. We got an extra couple of million back from that deal because Southampton get the a sell-on fee. So we brought him back, and it saved us even more. So it cost us about 11 million ish. He's on high wages though, and he's not as good as the star rating suggested before I signed him, but he's still only 28. He's got problems with injuries, but I think, yeah, I mean, look, he's won the Champions League with United and everything. He's going to come back, maybe not a better player as this shows, but a more rounded player. So we brought him in to sort of switch around at left back. I mean, he's on 115 grand a week. If I'd have known sort of beforehand that he was going to be 3 star and sort of all the injuries and things like that, I probably wouldn't have bought him in, but he's English. He's back at his old club. It's a bit romantic, and happy days. So they're the ins and outs for the window. I shouldn't have thought that I'll be getting any more done before the end of the window. But if I do, I'll certainly let you know in the next episode anyway. So let's get on to this Tottenham game, and hopefully we can get a big 3 points. Okay, game day. We're at home to Tottenham. And as you can see, the recent history hasn't been great. Tottenham have won 7, drawn 4, and we haven't beaten them once. So this is a big game. We are actually favourites though. We're 6-4 favourites to win it, which is surprising. But we've definitely got the better recent form anyway. So in terms of team news, Josh Timon is injured, so Luke Shaw is going to make his debut for the club. He's just come back from injury. I bet that this guy picks up an injury in this game. I've just got a funny feeling that he will. But there we go. Jimmy Bates starts in goal. William and Luke Shaw fullbacks. Camargo, Tisserand centre halves. Bowen, Holden, Xhaka in the middle of the park. Tedeschi on the right. Trezeguet on the left. Gribben in behind, and Yap de Groot up top. Just double checking we're not missing anyone. I mean, I kind of need Gomez on the bench instead of Guy Worthington, just cover for that left because Trezeguet can play on the right as well. So here we go. Luke Shaw gets his number 19. That'll do him. And I'm hoping for 3 points. I'm not expecting 3 points, but hoping. Yeah, Justin Cliver at Tottenham pinched him away from us. He's not fantastic, but I think he'd have been a really good player for us. He can be an inside forward, winger, anything, either side. Happy days. But yeah, I'm not even going to look through their team. They've definitely got a good side. Right, pick up where you left off. Let's go and beat the scum. I call them scum because I'm an Arsenal fan, obviously. I actually started the match on counter. I've just turned it to control, just because, I mean, to be fair, that's how I like to play at home. But it's a quiet start. 16 minutes in, they've had more shots, but none on target. I assume they're all long shots. Half hour gone. Still not a single highlight. Oh, and here we go. As we speak, corner comes in. Camargo loses out. Gribben plays it back inside to Xhaka, to Bowen, who's been brilliant. Oh, that Bowen's been brilliant in my books. I mean, look at that. It's what he does. He cuts out so many passes and wins so many big tackles. And we've got some early drama here. I think they're going to have a man sent. Bausch. Second yellow card. Off you get, you dirty bastard. 5 minutes to half time. Still 0-0. Still only the one highlight that led to that red card. But we're approaching half time, and I mean, even if this stayed 0-0, I'd take it. I wouldn't be too disappointed with that. So yeah, half time, 0-0. Happy days. We got slightly more possession. I don't think we're playing badly. Do this for the fans. I don't like that team talk. It never seems to work. Let's get that in the second half. See if we can make that extra man count and nick a goal. Tottenham highlight though. Sousa puts in the free kick. Oh, I don't. That should have been in. That's a sitter. Highlight straight away though. Tisserand flings one out to William. Finds Tedeschi, who's been good since he's played for us. Oh God. Oh, he's got away with it. Go on, swing one in. De Groot's there. Come on, get in. 1-0 Southampton. Couldn't tell you whether it was really deserved. I mean, we can get the match stats up. But Tedeschi, look, I don't know what he does here. Big, heavy touch, but so does the fullback. Tedeschi gets back on it. Yep, De Groot makes a run to the near post and just slots it home. Come on. Right, just about an hour gone. Trezeguet not having the best of games out there. I didn't think he would, to be completely honest. He's going to come off for Angel Gomez. I kind of want to just keep Trezeguet quiet and happy until sort of the summer, and then he'll be shipped on. I tried to get rid of him in January to AC Milan for 22 million. They wanted him, but they just wouldn't put a bid in. I offered him out, etc., but they didn't want to know. Oh dear, we've had an injury. It's the right back, Willian. That means Novak, the new signing, the 19-year-old, comes in. He's already made his debut, but it's certainly a big game to come in for. I don't know what Willian's going to be out with. That's not going to tell me. Here we go, free kick. Gribben. Go on, flick one in. Unlucky. So we just have a little look at the match stats quickly. So clear-cut chances, we've had one to their none. Two half chances, both sides have had two chances. But the long shots, 7 out of their 11 shots have been long shots. So I'd say we're definitely in charge, but we're not home and hosed yet. Tottenham's still got goals in them, that's for sure. All right, Camargo, Tisserand, finds Luke Shaw. Back for his old club. I'm sure the fans will be happy. Gomez runs at his man. Finds Gribben. Goes back to Gomez on the outside. Finds Shaw. Puts a decent cross in. And Tedeschi is there to bundle it over the line. He didn't get a head on it. He didn't get a foot on it. I think he almost chested it and then just followed it in and bundled it over. But Gribben does well, finds the man out wide. Luke Shaw in support, got a little bit close to him, but still swings a lovely cross in. And Tedeschi bundles over the line, 2-0, and surely we're home and hosed now. And with 10 minutes to go, we're going to make a change. Gribben can come off, Chris Grisic can come on. He's been good in there. I don't even know why I started Gribben, to be honest. Grisic has been that good in there. But again, Gribben's been whinging and whining, and I'm just trying to cheer him up a little bit. So that's the third sub. 10 minutes to go. We've got to hold on to this. There's no way we can chuck this away. Tottenham free kick though. Sousa swings one in. Ericsson wins. Dele Alli down to Ericsson. And that's 2-1. And that is going to make for a very awkward last 5 minutes here. Little bit annoying that we couldn't deal with that. Ericsson winning headers and Dele Alli winning headers in the box. That's never a good sign. They shouldn't be winning headers in there. Let's give them a tighten up. It's going to be another free kick. Oh, it's just disappeared. The highlight came up, but it disappeared. We got a corner. They're going to get back into this, aren't they? Go on to Group. Find the pass. Go on to Deshi. Swings one across to Grzic. Great control and nearly finds the top bin. 6 minutes injury time. I don't like this. Well in, Bowen. Plays it back to Shaw. Flicks one forward to Grzic's feet. Can he find the striker? Plays it late, but De Groot runs at his man. Has an effort, but it's high and wide. Tottenham really pushing for that equaliser. We're leaving it on control though, because like we've seen there, the highlight kind of starts with them, and then we end up catching them on the break. Hopefully, that carries on. Get rid Xhaka. Get rid Batesy. Right, Gomez. Finds the feet of Grzic. Plays a lovely ball through to De Groot. Holds it up. Xhaka! Oh dear. I think Xhaka is next in line to be dropped. It's just sometimes I get carried away. You see the 4-star rating and you really don't want to drop him, but I think it's time for Chris Chalk to start making appearances in the side. New signing William out for 4 to 5 weeks. That's not good at all. Really annoying, but it is what it is. So there we go. Big 3 points against Tottenham. I'd like to say I was expecting it, but I wasn't expecting it. But it's a good result nevertheless. So let's get straight on to the second game against Chelsea, and they're struggling in the league as well, as it is. Where are they? Up to 10th now. I think after about 14, 15 games, they were down in the relegation zone. So let's get on with the Chelsea game and hopefully another huge 3 points. Right, it's the game against Chelsea tomorrow. I thought I'd bring you back a little bit earlier just because we've got an FA Cup 5th round draw. We're not through the 4th round yet, but it'd be interesting to see if we do get through who we're going to get. And also, Xhaka, not happy at all. He wants to leave because we sold the left back. So I told him, don't worry, I'll be strengthening in that position because I'm bringing Luke Shaw in. But the game couldn't work out the fact that the left back left and Luke Shaw came in exactly the same time. So it's almost as if Xhaka hasn't noticed that someone's come in and replaced him, which is a bit ridiculous, really. But that does make my job easier. I'm going to play Chrissy Chalk in the next game, and here he is. Look, just popping up, just in perfect timing, and give him a chance. He's 20 years old now. I think he can do the job. And we're 6 to 4 favourites for this game as well. Absolutely crazy. So I don't really know who I'm hoping for in the FA Cup 5th round. I know Plymouth are in the hat for the 5th round. They got a home draw against Everton and drew 3-3. So you never know. We could get paired up against them, providing we both get through our 4th round ties. Manchester United's new signing, that Grubels. Just paid 84 million for him. He's got a hat trick. And he looks a little bit all right. Bloody hell. Yeah, it'd be quite nice this year to go quite far in the FA Cup, maybe maybe get to Wembley at least, like a semi-final, something like that. But we'll see who we get. There's certainly plenty of tough draws out there. All right, FA Cup 5th round draw. Here we go. Let's do them one at a time. Fleetwood will play Huddersfield. Liverpool gets Fulham or Burnley. Chelsea or Sunderland will play West Brom. AFC Wimbledon or West Ham will play Crystal Palace. Bloody hell. Arsenal, Wolves or Newcastle will play Reading or Stoke. Man United or Barnsley will play Plymouth or Everton. Imagine Plymouth get through that tie and end up going to Old Trafford. That would be a huge game. Right, we've got a home draw. Now we can play Villa, Brighton, or Man City or Leicester. We'll get Man City or Leicester. No, we got Villa. That's a very good chance for us. We've got to go away to Bournemouth first, which we've already lost once this season at their place. But that's a good chance to get through to the sixth round, which is truly the quarterfinals. Yeah, quarterfinals. So yeah, not too disappointed with that draw at all. Right, game day. I'm certainly not expecting 3 points, but it would be really nice if we could. It would just stamp our approval on this Europa League run that we're having. Hoping to finish in the top sort of five, top six. Right, Novak comes in. We need a fullback to replace him on the bench. That's Hashim Saidi. Double checking what we're doing here. Granit Xhaka comes off. Chrissy Chalk. Other than that, I think we're all good. Apart from we're going to play Angel Gomez instead of Trezeguet. Tried to sell Trezeguet on the last day of the transfer window. Few people interested. Just no one, not a single bid anywhere. Which it's a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. I don't mind keeping players here and letting them sort of rot almost. Doesn't bother me. So there we go. That's how we line up. Bates, Novak, and Shaw fullbacks. Camargo, Tisserand at the back. Bowen in the middle. Holden, Chrissy Chalk middle of the park. Tedeschi and Gomez out wide. Callum Gribben behind the striker, and Yapdegru up there on his own. And he looks like he's gone down half a star, which is a little bit irritating. But his stats aren't going down, so I like to use the star rating, but you kind of have to ignore it sometimes and use your noddle. So I think he's fine. Right, we're going to go at this game controlling it from the start. They've had a poor start to the season, but that means nothing. They've got Andrea Bellotti, and he's absolutely fucking brilliant. I thought there was something you could hover over that told you how many goals they've got, etc. Where are we? There we go. He's got 7 and 11 in the Premier League, but he's just a bit of a goal machine, to be completely honest. So here we go. Do it for the fans. Yeah, like I said last time, they never seem to care about that. Here we go. 90 minutes against Chelsea. They've got a hell of a side. Don't know how they're 10th. If we beat them here, surely their manager's got to get sacked. I just can't see us beating them though. At any time, I mean, if they were top of the league, we'd probably beat them. But because they're struggling, we won't beat them. We do that a lot. We beat the best and we lose to shit. That's generally how it goes. They're knocking the ball round really well here. Hazard into Asensio. Oh, that's nearly 1-0 after a minute. Yeah, this isn't going to be pretty. Alexandro into Asensio. Casemiro. I mean, they've just got names everywhere, haven't they? Chrissy Chalk gets the ball out well to the group. What can he do? Finds Gribben. Go on, find your winger. Go on, Tedeschi. Get a cross in. Yap to group. 1-0. Come on. It's against the run of play, but we don't care. We'll take it. We'll take every goal you'll give us. I think the group just needs to keep scoring. We're one of them teams where I don't know, we play well and we get good results, but we're not thrashing teams, which is it's not a problem as long as we're winning games. But because we're not thrashing teams, maybe and we're winning games by a goal and two, it's not always your striker that gets on the score sheet, and it's nice to keep your strikers scoring. We go highlight. We've got to throw in Novak back to Chalk. Plays it a cross, but it doesn't make it. And Chelsea come away now. Are we going to regret starting Chalky over Xhaka? But Camargo with a great challenge. And then Sandro with a great challenge. This has turned out to be a decent game for the neutral. Chelsea have got it. Vallejo. They've got a really good squad. If their manager does get sacked, I might have to stick in a cheeky application. Gomez. Go on, swing one. Tedeschi, 2-0. Every time Chelsea look like they're getting on top in the game and coming at us, we nick the ball off them and hit them hard. So this is good to watch. Gomez attacks down this left-hand side. He's so much better than his star rating suggests. Lovely cross to the back post. Tedeschi on his own and puts the ball into a near empty net. Oh, kick-off highlight. Nice challenge. Oh, he's put in a couple of wayward passes, old Chrissy Chalk, so far. He's not impressed me. Zivkovic, Asensio. Plays that wide to Hazard. Oh, that was a lovely cross. Camargo. Done ever so well, though. Tedeschi chasing. Come on, open them legs up. Callum Gribben. Chrissy Chalk. Oh, tackled. Gribben. 3-0 inside 18 minutes. What's going on? What is going on? I do not know. But I don't care because I love it. We're 3-0 up and this is just class. I mean, whatever happens, I end up getting nervous because now I'm thinking, cool, we've got a long time to play. But, I mean, they shouldn't be able to score 4 goals from this. They shouldn't. But you never know. Half hour gone. Nothing, no highlights since the last goal. But that's fine by me. I would gladly take no more highlights for the rest of the game. And as I've said it, we've got a highlight. Let's just pray that this is our attack. Oh, that was a bit different from Bowen. Right, Gribben. Turn around then. Get moving. Gribben. Oh, he's done everything right until the finish. Absolutely everything. Free kick, Southampton. Gribben into the feet of Chalk. Finds De Groot. Finds Chalk. Oh dear. They've cleared it, but it looks like we're going to come out with the ball. Novak, the youngster. I mean, he's having a really good game. I think he's having a rating of 7.3 so far for a 19-year-old who's only just come in from, I can't remember who it was now. It was a European nobody team. Yap de Groot for 4. Coolly slots it past Courtois. Is that Courtois? I should imagine it is. It looks like him. He's wearing 13. Yeah, it's Courtois. 4-0. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Luke Shaw, clever little pass into Gomez. Finds Gribben in the middle of the park. Clever ball to Chalk. Clever ball to De Groot. And he just makes Courtois look silly, really. I tell you what, by the time next season starts, I reckon we're going to be fielding some big bids for people like Yap de Groot. I mean, maybe not Bowen because he's in a defensive midfielder role. They're not sort of Hollywood players. But, I mean, Jimmy Bates, Thiago Camargo has been probably my player of the season so far. He just every time, you can normally tell when the opposition are coming forward with an attack, and so many. Oh, I thought that was a penalty. So many times when they come forward for their attack, and I think, here we go, this is their shot on goal. And Camargo just steams in, nicks the ball, and we hit him on the counter. He's just doing really, really well for us. Luke Shaw swings one in, comes away to Hazard on the edge of the box. Can he run at us? He does. That's not the tidiest football from Chelsea. Go on, win that back. Asensio. Oh my God, that is a howler from Asensio. I'm just going to tell him tighten up. We don't want Chelsea to create too many chances. Free kick. Gribben floats one to the far post, headed clear. It was a poor free kick, really. Hazard running at us. Camargo steps in again. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Oh God, I don't like it. Luke Shaw back to the goalkeeper. Finds Camargo. Has to go back to the goalkeeper. Cole, you're just going to have to kick it long at some point, and they're really putting on the pressure. Oh dear, doesn't find a man. Heinrichs, Asensio, Belotti. Back to Asensio. He seems like he needs to come off the pitch, that Asensio. He's so injured. He's just making mistake after mistake. Callum Gribben's in. Chelsea all over the gaff. Good save, Courtois. And Gribben's going to be the next to come off. Not because of anything he just did there. Chalk. Go on, Chalky. Go on, Chalky. Lovely little clip ball. Tisserand. It's 5-0. It's 5-0. It's a walk in the park. Chelsea who? Chelsea who indeed. But yeah, we're going to get Gribben off soon, and we're going to bring Grisic on, and he is an absolute whippet, so he's going to give Chelsea the run around. He really is. But 5-0, I certainly did not expect this, and everyone is playing an absolute stormer. Can we keep a clean sheet? I think they'll nick one or two, but you never know. Belotti swings one in. Christensen, good hands from Bates. No dramas. Throw. Luke Shaw into the feet of Gomez. Goes inside to Chalk, who then finds De Groot. He can run at the defence now. Plays out wide to Tedeschi. We've got options in the middle. Swing one in. Gomez, far post. Oh, he's hit the post. Could have been 6. I tell you what, Chelsea are just looking bereft of confidence and ideas and everything today. 65 minutes on the clock. Callum Gribben, he's playing very, very well. We're going to get Chris Grisic on and see if he can just run amok in there. There's so much energy the boy's got. Here we go. Chelsea lump it forward. Header won by Novak. Very, very impressed with the 19-year-old so far. Chelsea get a second chance to come forward. Asensio. Kante. Lovely ball, but Morata decides to header it instead of taking it in his stride. Eden Hazard inside to Asensio. Belotti. Morata. What a save from Batesy. That is a cracking save. That really is. 77 minutes on the clock. Still 5-0 here. Can we get another one? I'd be more than happy with just seeing this out. Tisserand, look, he's even trying, centre halves are even trying the little flicks, look. Oh God, Luke Shaw, you scare me a little bit, I'm not going to lie. That's a lovely ball. Grisic, that's a penalty. And it's got to be Yap de Groot to take the penalty. This is for his hat-trick. This will be his first hat-trick for the club, I believe. And just what he needs. There we go. And Courtois definitely got close to it. But that's a big hat-trick for him. Big performance. Oh, it's a big performance from absolutely everyone on the pitch. And do you know who I was looking at a minute ago, who I'm really impressed with? And that is Chrissy Chalk, playing a 9.3, 2 assists. I mean, that's no mean feat at all. I mean, Jaap de Groot's got a hat-trick. He's playing a 9.7. So, yeah, Chrissy Chalk, well played, my son. You've been brilliant. And that could be the end of Granit Xhaka, to be honest. I don't like whingers in my team. And he's whinging a little bit too much for my liking. We're going to make a change. It's going to be Jaap de Groot to come off. Get him a standing ovation. He should get one. I don't think it says that anymore. But, I mean, what a result. What a result. And you look at the highlights, and it really looked like so many of them were, you know, Chelsea coming at us. It really did. I'm just making a change for the sake of it, really. But we kept just turning it over and turning it into one of our attacks. Absolutely brilliant. Superb performance. We've made them look extremely ordinary. And when you look at individuals in a team, I mean, Chelsea are right up there as probably one of the best squads in the Premier League, in my opinion, individually. You know, it Hazard, Vallejo, Asensio. I mean, Morata, Hazard, Guedes, Belotti, Casemiro, Zivkovic. They've got a great side, and we've just absolutely stuffed them. And let's see if I carry on my run. I have a tendency to get other managers sacked when they play me. But I mean, they're sticking strong with this manager, the Chelsea board. Praise De Groot, sorry. Saints smash Chelsea. 5 matches won in a row. I mean that, and look at that. Chelsea, Tottenham, and Man United all in there. Admittedly, they were all at home, but wow, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 goals scored in 5 games, and only 3 conceded. I think we've been absolutely breathtaking. I really do. 24 games played. Look at that. We're stretching an 11-point gap to Watford in 6th. Chelsea have dropped to 10th. I mean, come on, Chelsea board. You've got to do something about that. and that puts us at a point behind Tottenham and Liverpool, 6 points behind Man City in second, and 9 points behind Man United at the top. We're not catching Man United. Not a lot of people do on this. If they start well, they carry on well for generations. But as you can see here, the Chelsea job is insecure. How it's not very insecure or precarious or available is beyond me. But there we go. That is the end of the episode. As you can see, we're doing very, very well. And in terms of when we're coming back, we'll probably come back one more time, and then we'll play the last two games of the season. So maybe we'll do something like I don't know, maybe a Hull Man City. Have I shown you Man City yet? I don't think I have. Yeah, Hull Man City will do. And I mean, potentially that will get changed. It depends, because if we win this FA Cup fourth round, you never know. I don't know where the sixth round will fall. Maybe somewhere around here. And we'll show you that in the league game. And then the next episode after that will be the Watford-Leicester game, two last games of the season, and we'll see how we get on there. So thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in episode 41.